Have you ever felt manipulated by someone, but couldn't quite explain how it happened? Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your life has been controlled by someone else without you even noticing. This might sound like a suspense movie plot, but it's a reality for many who live with narcissists. In this video, we'll dive into the dark world of manipulative tactics used by narcissists. You'll learn how to identify these devious strategies and, more importantly, how to protect yourself from them. Get ready for a revealing journey that might completely change your perspective on relationships and social interactions. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have an inexplicable power over others? Or maybe you've questioned if someone in your life is using manipulative techniques to control your actions and thoughts? By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to recognize and fight back against these insidious tactics. We'll explore the masks narcissists wear, the emotional traps they set, and the mind control techniques they use. Get ready to discover how these toxic creatures operate and why they're so effective in their manipulations. Narcissists are masters of manipulation, true social predators who use a variety of tactics to control and exploit others. They are like actors on a stage, constantly playing roles to achieve their selfish goals. But what makes these people so dangerous? One of the most powerful tactics used by narcissists is their exceptional ability to lie. They are not just ordinary liars. They are deception artists. Imagine a screenwriter, actor, and director all rolled into one, creating elaborate and convincing stories. This is how narcissists operate, weaving complex narratives that mix truth and lies so skillfully that it becomes almost impossible to tell one from the other. How do they manage to be so convincing? The answer lies in their ability to use small truths as the foundation for their bigger lies. They'll admit to minor faults or mistakes, creating a false sense of honesty and vulnerability. This makes people lower their guard, thinking, if they're admitting this, they must be honest about the rest. It's crucial to understand that narcissists are experts at creating a facade of trustworthiness. They can seem charming, intelligent, and even empathetic at first glance. However, this is just a carefully constructed mask to hide their true nature. One of the most disturbing traits of narcissists is their lack of genuine empathy. They may intellectually understand other people's emotions, but they can't truly feel them. It's like they can read the lyrics of a song, but are deaf to the melody. This emotional disconnect allows them to manipulate others' feelings without remorse or guilt. Narcissists are experts at creating emotional dependency. They use techniques like love bombing, where they shower the victim with attention and affection at the beginning of the relationship, only to abruptly withdraw that support later. This creates a vicious cycle of seeking approval and validation, which keeps the victim trapped. Another common tactic is gaslighting, where the narcissist distorts the victim's reality, making them question their own perception and memory. This can lead to a state of mental and emotional confusion, making the victim even more vulnerable to manipulation. Narcissists are also masters at using guilt as a weapon. They often position themselves as victims, making others feel responsible for their emotional well-being. This creates such a strong sense of obligation that the victims struggle to set boundaries or walk away, even when they recognize the abuse. It's important to note that not all narcissists are the same. There's a spectrum of narcissistic behavior, from mild traits to full-blown narcissistic personality disorder. However, all narcissists share certain core traits, such as an inflated sense of self-importance, a constant need for admiration, and a lack of empathy. One of the most insidious tactics used by narcissists is what we can call triangulation. In this strategy, the narcissist introduces a third person into the relationship dynamic, whether real or imagined, to create jealousy, insecurity, and competition. This keeps the victim constantly striving for attention and approval. Narcissists are also skilled in financial manipulation. They may use money as a form of control, either by creating financial dependency or by irresponsibly handling shared resources. This can leave victims in precarious situations, making it even harder to escape the abusive relationship. A particularly cruel tactic is what we call discarding. After extracting all the narcissistic supply they can, whether it's attention, resources, or status, the narcissist simply discards the person. This can happen suddenly, leaving the victim confused and devastated, often with no understanding of what went wrong. It's crucial to understand that narcissists rarely change. They have an impressive ability to appear remorseful or willing to change, only to revert to their old patterns once they've regained the victim's trust. This cycle of abuse, remorse, and reconciliation can repeat indefinitely. One of the reasons narcissist tactics are so effective is that they exploit basic human vulnerabilities. We all have a need for love, acceptance, and validation. Narcissists are experts at identifying these needs and using them against us. So, how can we protect ourselves from these devious tactics? The first step is education. The more we understand about narcissistic behavior, the easier it becomes to recognize it in our lives. This includes learning about early warning signs like excessive charm, lack of empathy, and patterns of lying. Setting firm boundaries is crucial when dealing with narcissists. This can be challenging, especially if you've been conditioned to prioritize their needs above your own. However, clear and consistent boundaries are essential for your mental and emotional health. Another important strategy is to build a strong support network. Narcissists often try to isolate their victims from friends and family. Resisting this and maintaining healthy connections with others can provide valuable perspective and emotional support. Practicing self-care and self-reflection is also key. Narcissists have the power to distort our perception of reality. Keeping a journal, seeking therapy, or simply taking time to reflect on our experiences can help us stay grounded in reality. In extreme cases, it may be necessary to cut off all contact with the narcissist. This can be a painful and difficult process, especially if the narcissist is a family member or long-term partner. However, sometimes it's the only way to fully protect yourself from their toxic influence. It's important to remember that being targeted by a narcissist is not your fault. These people are skilled manipulators who often target empathetic and caring individuals. Recognizing that you've been a victim of abuse is not a sign of weakness. It's the first step towards recovery and empowerment. Throughout this video, we've explored the devious tactics narcissists use to manipulate and control others. From elaborate lies and gaslighting to emotional and financial manipulation, these strategies are designed to keep victims in a constant state of confusion and dependency. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding these tactics, you're arming yourself with the tools to recognize and combat them. Don't underestimate the power of your own intuition and experiences. If something feels off in a relationship, it probably is. If you've recognized some of these tactics in your own life, know that you're not alone. Help is available, whether through therapy, support groups, or educational resources. The road to breaking free from narcissistic manipulation can be challenging, but it's possible and worth it. I invite you to reflect on your own experiences. Have you encountered any of these tactics in your life? How has it affected you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story could help others recognize abusive patterns in their own lives. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on mental health and healthy relationships. Together, we can build a more aware and resilient community, immune to the manipulative tactics of narcissists. Remember, you deserve relationships built on mutual respect, empathy, and genuine love. Don't settle for less. Take care of yourself, set boundaries, and prioritize your emotional well-being. You have the power to rewrite your story and create a life free from manipulation and abuse.